Ladies, it's Leanne here, and I wanted to record a quick tutorial on how to promote posts on Facebook, as we've been seeing an awful lot of success using this recently in recruiting and in selling. If you are going to promote posts on Facebook, then there is a set knack to it, so I just want to make sure that you are fully armed with all of the information before you begin. So please take the time to watch this quick video before you go and spend any money on your business page. So the first thing that you want to do is get your profile page in order, because the first thing people are going to do is look on your profile and get to know you a little bit better. So by now you should understand attraction marketing. You should understand that your profile picture needs to be you, it needs to be attractive, colourful, it needs to mention unique, and it needs to be pretty much complete. You're using it every day and you are present. It's the first place that people are going to look when you offer the opportunity out to them. If you need any more information on this, then please go and watch my video on attraction marketing. Okay, so my page is called Vanity Flair. Now, when you're setting up your page, I would actually recommend that you use your name rather than your business name. I set up Vanity Flair long before I knew this, and it's too late to change it now, so I am Vanity Flair, but that should say Leanne Anderson at Vanity Flair. Okay, so I have literally just boosted a page, a post today on my page, which I will show you in a second. But first of all, I want to show you, again, similar ideas with your business page. It needs to be attractive, it needs to draw people in, it needs to be busy and in use. So you can see I've used pictures from our annual convention that I've just come back from. I am on the page, so there's photos of me so people can get to know me as a person. Positive quotes. Just a busy page full of information, full of fun. This is the post that I've boosted, but I will come back to that. I've got a video of me. Again, videos, I always say this, videos are the best way for people to get to know you. If you don't use videos, it's a lot harder. You can still do it, but it's a lot harder to show people the kind of person you are. I've got my success story on there, more positive quotes. You're getting the idea. Okay, I've got lots of product information on there as well. That's really important so that people can see the makeup, because they are going to be nosy and they are going to have a look through your page before they contact you. Okay, so that is the groundwork laid. Now to boost your post. I say boost, but you don't actually boost your post, you promote it. That's really important to remember. So this is the post I'm using at the moment. I wouldn't normally use a post like this, but it's getting really good results. So I've changed my approach slightly. It's got a picture of the kit with a little picture of me in the bottom left corner. And I've written space available. This is really important to know. I'll get back to you in a minute, Kirsten. This is really important to know. When you put a photo on your page, make sure that there's not a lot of text on it. So things like this will be picked up by Facebook. This will be picked up and this will be picked up. I just about managed to get away with this amount of text, but the less the better, in all honesty. If there's any text, Facebook should give you a warning saying there's too much text in your advert, please remove the text before you promote, otherwise we're not going to show your advert to as many people. You can see that in the text at the top, this is where I've given all of the meat about the opportunity. It's not too long, it's fairly brief. I've said message me, I'm ready to train you in the perfect position for any woman. Okay, And you can see I've had an awful lot of engagement. I've had 68 likes, and I've had a lot of comments on it as well. And people have also been messaging me in my inbox, and I have already recruited using this. Another post that you can use is your story. So you can see I've put a picture that I really like up of John and me recently on holiday. And again, I've put some of the perks of the jobs, and I've given a little bit of my story. It's not too long, it's fairly brief. I didn't have as good a result with that, but I'm still learning. It might be because of this post. It might be because of the algorithms. It might be because of the selections I've made when choosing my audience. I don't know. But I would recommend that you try everything and you will find what works for you. At the moment, what's working for me is a picture of the kit, which I wouldn't normally do in the groups, but it seems to work on a page. Okay, so that is that's the post. So you're going to do that first. You're going to put it on your business page, and then you're going to click promote. We're not going to click boost. Avoid this button at all costs. It's promote that we click, and then see all promotions. Okay, so see where it says looking for all promotions for your ad account. Go to Ads Manager. This is what you want to click. You want to enter your Ads Manager. And this is where we set up the advert. Okay, so I've only got one active at the moment. You can see I've run a lot of adverts in the past because I want to be the one to spend the money to find what works so that I can get you girls off to a really good start. So what I did was I clicked Create Campaign. And this is what you're going to do too. And then you're going to click Boost Your Posts. You can call it whatever you like. I'm just going to leave it as Post Engagement. Okay, and this is going to take you through to a page where you can select your audience, who you want to target, what countries, what gender, what ages. This is where you really need to think about who your target demographic is going to be. What kind of person is going to be interested in makeup? What kind of person is going to be interested in a new opportunity? What kind of person do you think constitutes a good leader? These are all the kind of things that you need to be thinking about when choosing your audience. So the first thing I do is I choose all of our English speaking countries. So we've got United Kingdom, Canada, we've got does it come up as United States? I think it does, so let's change that. United States. New Zealand. Australia. Yep, that's my best Australian accent. I do apologise to anyone watching this from down under. Okay, so that will do. So I've chosen all of our launched countries that speak English. I do not choose countries that don't speak English because I've learned from experience, if you bring people into your team who you can't train and you can't build a relationship with, it's next to useless. So ladies, there's plenty of countries out there who do speak your language that you can reach out to. You're going to change this to people who live in this location. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you'll get people who are living in, I don't know, say China, who've recently visited the United States. So you want people who live in this location. Okay, so then you're going to choose your age range. Now, I tend to set this at around 23 as a minimum age. You can choose 18, you can choose any age you like. I like to go with 23. In my experience, I've had really good relationships built with ladies between the ages of 23 and 50. So it's a nice wide range. I'm going to select women, because I only really want women on my team. And then English, and I'm going to select English all. Okay, so then this is the important bit. Before I get started, I want to draw your attention to this section, your audience definition on the right hand side. So at the moment, it will tell you how many people you're reaching with your selection. So at the moment, we've got 79 million people I'm reaching out to. Now, you would think that this is a really good thing because obviously so many people are going to see my ad, but actually 79 million is way, way, way too many. You want to get this down to around 4,000 to 5,000. In my experience, that's kind of the sweet spot. You want it to show your advert to people multiple times. The wider your audience, the less they're likely to see it once and then never see it again. And you know the rule. It takes an average of 6 to 7 exposures to a post before people decide to buy. So get that down fairly low, in the low thousands. You can see all of your selections here, and you can see how specific to how broad your audience selection is. You want this arrow to be in the green spot. The closer to the middle, the better. I tend to end up with it around about here, which is fine. Okay, so now we decide on the people that we want included. The first thing I always do is I exclude people. So I exclude unique, anything. I'm just going to, so I don't have to type it again, I'm just going to copy that. Oh, no, it won't let me. Okay. Let's try again. No. Okay. So you're going to type unique and you're going to select everything with unique in. And the reason I do this is because if I don't, I'm going to have a whole load of unique presenters liking and commenting on my posts, showing me support, and it's going to cost me money. So although I really appreciate the support in whatever form it comes, we don't want to attract other unique presenters because they've already joined. I'm going to choose that one as well, just in case. Okay, so we've excluded all of our unique presenters. You can exclude other things. I don't know if there's anyone you don't think you'll work well with. You can exclude certain job titles, certain people with certain interests, people who watch certain types of television programs. You can exclude anything you like. So there's a very racist page on Facebook called Britain First. It's quite extreme, should I say? And so I tend to exclude that page as well. Okay. So that's the exclusions. Now we want to have a think about all the people that we want to include in our targeting. So you can choose mums, you can choose certain job types, you can choose people with certain careers. It's really down to you to have a good think before you set your ad with a pen and paper. And write down all the traits, all of the assets that you look for in your team. If you already have a team, then delve into your team and see who the people are who are doing well. What do they have in common? Because these are the people that you're obviously very good at training. So what I have been doing so far is I want to attract network marketers or people who've shown an interest in network marketing before. So rather than choose, I don't know, Mary Kay presenters or Arbonne or Juice Plus, I think that can be a little bit seedy doing that sometimes. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include people who've shown an interest in GoPro, the Network Marketing Bible. Should be there somewhere. I've done it before. Okay. It was there last time, but we will try. Instead, we will try Eric Worre. There it is, Network Marketing Pro. So let's choose that. And let's, in this category, let's also choose Tony Robbins. Oh. Okay. So this is all the people in my selection who have shown an interest in Network Marketing Pro by Eric Worre or Tony Robbins. You can see that we've gone from 79 million people to 1.5 million people. So that's already really narrowed our search, which is great. Now, this is going to show your advert to people who have liked either Eric Worre or Tony Robbins, not people who've liked both. To find people who like something and something, you need to narrow your audience, which is this button here. So I always narrow my audience as much as I can. And so what I'm going to do today, I mean, these are all the things that I have used in the past: hairdressers, people who've got rosacea, makeup artists, beauticians, acne. In the early days I did choose Unique and I did do Mary Kay. I wouldn't do this. I've learned since. So there's my exclusions in here as well. I don't know why dog training. No idea why dog training. We'll go with that. Okay, so I'm going to say must match, let's say Benefit Cosmetics. People who've shown an interest in Benefit Cosmetics. Let's see what that's done. Okay, we're still fairly broad. That's good. Potential reach 260,000 people. That's absolutely fine. So they've liked Benefit or they've liked Bobbi Brown. 420,000 people, that's good. Or they've liked Urban Decay. What's that done? Oh, okay, still 500,000. It's still a bit much. So what else can we do? I mean, you can put all of the makeup brands in here. Let's say Clinique. 660, so it's gone up a little bit because it's people who've liked either Clinique, Bobbi Brown, Benefit. So this is going to take it up a notch. I am going to leave Maybelline in there, but I would say choose products that are of a similar price point to Unique because they're used to pay money for their makeup. Okay, so we've got nearly 750,000 people in there. L'Oreal. 750,000, so we've taken it all the way back up again. I'm not going to choose the network marketing ones today. Sephora for our American ladies. Okay, so it's taken it up to nearly 1 million. So I'm going to narrow it a little further. And I am going to say that they also must like, shall we try Law of Attraction? Law of Attraction is tends to bring you really positive people. So that's great. It's narrowed it all the way down to 190,000 people, which is great. That's taken it all the way down. I'm going to narrow it a little bit further because, like I said, you want to take that all the way down to around 4,000 to 5,000. So let's have a think. I'll show you what will happen if you narrow it too much. So I'm going to choose people with an interest in rosacea. Just thinking. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's really good. It's taken it all the way down to 5,400 people. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there with those selections. So you can see that I'm not going to get unique presenters commenting on my posts. The only people who are going to see my post are people in our launched English-speaking countries between the age of 23 and 50 who are female, who speak English, who have previously shown an interest in either Eric Worre or Tony Robbins, but has also shown an interest in all of these, any of these makeup brands, any or all, and also have shown an interest in Law of Attraction, and also have shown an interest in rosacea. But they're not unique presenters, and they're not racist. Okay, you don't have to include Britain first in there. I'm just trying to give you examples. Okay, then what you're going to do, I personally deselect Instagram because I don't use it so much. I mean, it's a really big social network marketing platform. If you use it, there's no reason why you shouldn't leave it in there. I'm going to absolutely leave mobile newsfeed because I think it's something like 90% of my responses come from mobile phone users. I'm going to leave the desktop newsfeed, but I'm going to deselect the right column. It's not going to cost you a lot, but people don't really use it. People tend to ignore what's going on over here. They tend to focus on their newsfeed. I'm going to leave all mobile devices. I'm going to leave that unchecked. Only devices connected to Wi-Fi. The only time that I can think that that would come in handy is when you're streaming a video and connection isn't strong. That's all I can think, really. Okay, so now you're going to set a budget. You don't need to spend a huge amount on this. Now remember, it's set in dollars, whichever country you're in. So I'm going to set it to $5 a day, which is going to cost you about £3 a day. And you can either set a start and end date, or you can run your advert continuously. I would set a start and end date so you don't end up spending a lot of money. So let's run this for a week. No, that's a month. Okay, so August the 9th to August the 16th. Okay, so your ad will run for 7 days and you'll spend no more than $35. So you know exactly how much you're going to be spending so you don't make any mistakes and end up spending a lot of money. I'm going to leave all of this as it is. I'm going to leave the ad set name. So this basically means people in Great Britain, Canada, US, New Zealand, Australia, women 23 to 50. Then click continue. Okay, now you can choose the post that you want to promote. So your business page is here. You're going to leave that as it is. Select a page post. You're going to choose the advert that you've just put up. So in this case, it would be that one. Now hiring a lady that would like to work from a computer, phone, tablet, the one I showed you. So you're going to select that. Okay, and it shows you what it's going to look like on the right. It gives them the option to like the page. This is how it shows, and then this is all of the interaction that you've had. You'll find that as you have more and more interaction on the post, more and more people will interact, because when they see other people have shown an interest, it makes them feel that they can show an interest too. I've actually had some shares on it, which is really good news. They're doing some of the marketing for me. It shows you again where you're advertising, and then you would click place order, or you can review your order here. So I already have an advert running, so I'm not going to click place order, but once you do, your advert will go in for review with the Facebook team, and they usually approve it within about 15 minutes, but sometimes it can take a little bit longer. So let's go back onto, let's leave this page. Let's go back onto my business page, and I'll show you what I do when I get interaction. So before long, you should start to notice that people are liking and commenting on your ad. So every single time somebody likes my ad, comments on my ad, I will respond to them on the page so that other people can see that I'm very active, I'm sending information, and it's going to encourage them to contact me too. I click on the person, and I have a little nosy, and this lady's absolutely beautiful. I've had a look at her, some of her profile pics, so I have an idea of the kind of person I'm speaking to. I send a friend request if that option is available. It's not, unfortunately, on this lady. And then I will send her a message. So the message that I've sent this lady is, "Hi Steph." Now remember, in America, this lady's American. In America, they don't use X's for kisses. The amount of time I do it by habit, and the amount of time I've sent X's to ladies in America, and they think I'm sending them like XXX, as in, you know, something a bit naughty. But so I use a heart instead of an X. Hi Steph, thanks for getting in contact with me about the opportunity working with our amazing cosmetics brand. I had a little peek at your profile pics, and wow, you are gorgeous, smiley face. It would be a pleasure to give you some more information. Have you heard of Unique before? So I sent that probably about half an hour ago, so I haven't heard back yet. That's fine, that's not a problem. So I send a similar message to every single lady who comments on the post. I've had quite a few, and again I reply to each and every single one of them. I like their comment, I add them as a friend, and then I message them. What I also do is I go into people who've liked the post, and it will give you the option to invite them to like the page. So I invite every single person. You can see how many do actually like it after you send that invite, which is great. A lot of them do. So you're going to be building your audience for your page as well as finding people to join your team. And then what I do is I also do the same with them. I click on their profile, have a look at the kind of person they are, have a look at their profile, I send them a friend request if the option is there, and then I message them. I just say, "Hi Priscilla, thanks so much for liking my post about the opportunity working with our amazing cosmetics brand. Would you be open to learning more?" So it's a very similar message to the one I sent the last lady, but it's tailored to liking rather than a comment. Okay, so that is what I do, and that's something that I've had a lot of good results with. One thing I will say about promoting posts on Facebook, a lot of it is trial and error. So if it doesn't work the first time you do it, don't be discouraged. You will see, again, if I go into my ads manager, you will see just how many I've run, just how many adverts I've run to try and get this down to an art. Like I said, I don't want you girls to spend the money. Let me do that. Let me do that. You can see I'm getting more and more post engagement as I practice, as I learn what to do. For some reason it's not showing, it's not showing me here we go, will that work? Oh, it should show me the numbers there because they were all active. They were all active ads that did work. Okay, so there you have it. When you find something that works, stick with it. Best advice I can give you. If something's working, then stick with it. Tweak it, make little changes here and there. This is, I've just boosted the post that I've shown you today for the second time. Because it worked really well last time, so I thought I'm just going to use that one again and see, and it's already got interaction on it, which is good news because it's going to encourage other people to comment. So I've just redefined my audience with different people to message about it. So that's pretty much it, ladies. I hope that you've found this helpful. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Always happy to help. All the best!